We're live, Mike.
Yeah, I know. I see it. Hey, everybody. All right. I want to make sure we're doing this right. Here we go. Yeah, I know. I
Pro
see.
cow pow wow. K Pro cow pow wow wow. It's a K Pro cow pow wow. Wow. They want to find the treasure, they want to find it now. They are K Pro and they are cow. They're going over it and over it and over it again. This treasure hunt created by Forest Fenn. Sing it, K Pro cow pow wow. K Pro cow pow wow wow. It's the K Pro cow pow wow. Married in an indie are what they're like. Although their real names are Christy and Mike. Can they pin down the treasure? They just might. Tune in to find out Monday nights. K Pro cow pow wow.
Sing it, K-Pro.
No.
Oh,
Cow pow wow.
all right, everybody. I had to go live because if you noticed, we are using not StreamYard, and it has been a very long time since I had to use Zoom. So I wanted to make sure I had it right in case there was a delay. But because I'm awesome, I did it right. So here we go. Okay, everybody. Today is Monday, October 6th, 2025. And how many days until the conference? Let's check on the website, on the Seeking Treasure website. It has a countdown, 116 days. 116 is going to go by like that, everybody. So we put together, or I should say K-Pro, the sidekick put together a PowerPoint and we're going to go over. She's got all the details for you. And then we've got a huge announcement here toward the end of the show. So stick around and thumbs up and subscribe and all that fun stuff. How you doing, K-Pro?
I'm good. So I want to tell you guys a couple things. There is a PowerPoint. There is a big surprise. Thousands of dollars just being thrown around. You guys are crazy. But Thursday's show, I don't have one PowerPoint. I don't have two PowerPoints. I have three PowerPoints. We're a little bit backlogged on the content, which is going to happen as the con starts to gear up. We do hear from people, you don't do as much content stuff. And that's just how it goes. So tonight we needed to do the con. We have a big announcement. It really affects everyone, whether you're coming, not coming, whether you're consider coming. There's a lot to talk about there. And so I made a PowerPoint. We have a special guest at the end, and then we'll go from there. But no, for Thursday, there is so much to talk about. And I worked too hard on those PowerPoints, and I found some stuff that I haven't heard talked about a lot. Anyway, go, Mike, go. This will be a 16-hour show if we don't get started.
What are you saying Thursday show about? What'd you say? I heard you. It's going to be about the other treasure hunts, right? Content. That's what you said. Okay.
It's about the bird and
bees, the birds and the bees. All right.
Yeah.
See what I did there? All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's verify you guys can see this PowerPoint. Bam. It takes up the whole screen. All right. You talk, K-Pro. I got to make sure that this will change.
Okay, I need to make sure it looks okay. Yeah, it looks okay. Okay, this is our 8th annual Seeking Treasure Con. We have big updates because we have solidified the people and things that are happening. So many additional people doing additional stuff. We've been moving and shaking and moving stuff around and going back and forth. With one thing moves over here, something is affected over there. Thank you to all that have been going back and forth and talking and being flexible and helping. So this is the 8th annual Seeking Treasure Con. I'm going to talk a little bit about Vegas because some of you are a little nervous about Vegas or haven't been here. Post-COVID Vegas is different than pre-COVID Vegas. And then we're going to talk about the con, and then we're going to talk about thousands of dollars being thrown around for all of you, and with a special guest. So, okay, go, Mike.
The crew from last year. Okay. So the agenda.
Okay, I just said this. We're going to go over Vegas, the Plaza, Fremont Street, Vegas, a couple Vegas tips. We'll go over this more later, but I'm going to kind of do the flyby. And then the con, surprises, and special guests, huge donation.
We did go live early. I had to test out Zoom because it's been a while since we used Zoom.
Mike, don't even lie. We went live and you didn't even know we were live. You were testing something,
that's
and then
what
I mean. Myself exactly. On the internet. Yeah.
I got an error doing it yesterday, and I had to make sure I didn't get the error, so that's why. Okay.
Yes, we will have updates on BTME, and yes, there's 3 PowerPoints.
Thursday
Okay.
show. All
Okay.
right.
So every few slides, here's a donation. These are all soaps. It's a treasure hunting. I won this actually last year. I haven't wanted to break into it because it's so pretty. This is the item I really wanted, and I got it, and I'm going to donate it. All the soaps are treasure hunt themed. This was, I think, the best prize last year. I'm paying it forward. So I'm going to show you a few of the donations. And if you see individuals, that means it's going to be in our raffle or able to win. Everything we get donated, it goes into the con. And then I'm going to show you a few swag bag items. Those are rolling in, which is insane. Okay, go.
Okay.
Hey, Rob Zeal, haven't made it into the Cowlazars in a while. Boom, welcome. Okay, so
bro,
Vegas.
how do I get to Vegas?
Well, the really cool part about Vegas is there's a lot of there's flights that go all day and all night long, and direct flights. You can get a direct flight from almost anywhere in any major city, which is very unique. And so there's both the regular like Delta and United, but there's a lot of Allegiant and kind of the discount airlines. So you can get your airline ticket if you plan ahead for a steal, like $30 and $50. It's crazy. Also, the biggest thing I can tell you, do not walk from the airport to, I think it'd be too long, but we had a couple people do this when it was at the Strip. It's the most dangerous part of all of Vegas. We have actually found there's standard taxis. They can't take advantage of you here. They line up. They have to be registered. They're only allowed to charge you. The zone from the airport to Fremont Street is $29. There's also a group shuttle. It takes a lot longer to get there, but $6. It's incredible. So it's a little hard to maneuver the airport, which we'll talk about later. Taxis are on one level. Ubers are on another level. The shuttle's on another level. We will worry about that later. Treasure Pack, I got your email. I will respond. I just didn't get it in time to respond. Super cool. Thank you. Another donor. Another donor. Okay, keep going, Mike. Next slide.
All right. Another donation. Look at that backpack, everybody.
Pooksiezilla, I can see you. I see you, Pooksiezilla. Okay, this is another donation from Mike. So way back in the day, there was a guy that was in the Army, and he sold these packs. This is an Army grade boots on the ground. It has a waist thing that you tack in, and then
Got a waist thing, everybody.
It gives a thing. It's very specialized knowledge. The thingy, and it clips, and it is awesome. I can tell you have to, it is not a carry-on size. It is one that you have to check in. But if you are a hiker, this is like, it's so much more than I need. So, and it has a compass to it. Okay, go. That's a donation. You'll either be able to win or put your raffle tickets in at the con.
We decide how we give all this stuff away, everybody.
Well, we have to get everything in first.
This is the actual picture of the plaza. Look how beautiful that is. And that's where the conference is.
Yeah, and so some people are asking, what if I drive and I'm not staying at the plaza? There is Main Street parking, which is just 1 block over. And the one big thing, and you don't have to pay anything if you're staying at the plaza, which is super cool. And then one thing I would say, get a rewards card. When you first get there, they're absolutely free. They track your play so they can give you, but they always give you stuff for the first time because they want you to stay there. Mm-hmm. Okay, go.
Oscar Steakhouse, not too shabby. I like it.
Yeah, we sacrificed for you guys and we went to Oscar Steakhouse. I'd say it's a little pricey, but not strip pricey. It's a little pricey, but it's a steakhouse and it's really good. One of the reasons we picked the plaza as well, they have pizza, they have a steakhouse, and everything in between. Go to the next slide. We have the house. There's like breakfast stuff. There's many different, you have a coffee bar, you have a Mexican food, all within the plaza. I still think you should make it out, but when you're waking up from a long night of partying, yeah. Okay, go. And then of course a pink box for you people that like sugar in the morning. Subway, Just Rice is like a little Chinese ramen place. So you see, you have a lot of variety. And at Subway, you usually can get what? A foot long for $8. At the Strip, it's $18. So I think it's $12 at Subway. So we're not gonna have strip pricing this year, which is totally cool. Okay, next slide.
Yeah, it helps.
You're not nervous about anything. Okay, If you guys know, you know, the legend of the foreign coin will be making it in the swag bags. If you don't know, it'll be a surprise. But if you know,
Breaking news.
you know. So, next slide. Okay, Fremont Street. Those of you that don't know Fremont Street, about 10, 15 years ago, this was actually a homeless area. It wasn't a very good area at all. Some private businesses came together and they have a dome that goes an entire block. It's actually an entire couple blocks. You can see on that bottom picture. The cool part about Fremont Street is it's just like it's like Mardi Gras party all the time, especially Friday and Saturday nights. You can see how many people get there. There's going to be a concert series at that time. It's pretty much insane.
It's a big party.
Yeah, but you do need to know, I'm going to talk about the Feather Girls. They will hurt you and they will try to take advantage of you. They are kind of a con, if you will. Get it? A con. You just need to be careful because the Feather Girls, they try to tell you, like you'll ask up front how much, they won't tell you. And then they'll say $100. Never pay more than 10, 20 bucks for them unless you want to. But then they get really aggressive. They do the funny things where they have people like bend over and they pretend to swat them. We had several people that had bruises this big on their legs.
Some people pay extra for that. So, you know.
Honey. Okay. And yeah. So, and know that there is security set up. So if you're traveling with kids, anyone under 21 has to be with an adult after 9 p.m. I will tell you, clothing is really optional for a lot of people. So be careful right around dark if you are traveling with kids.
But the thing is, we're going to be there in January. It's a little bit colder out. It's not the same as it is in summer. But yeah, that's a possibility, I guess.
It's very adult, is all I'm going to say.
Yeah, it's adult oriented. That's right.
And marijuana is legal, and everyone thinks you can just smoke it everywhere. You cannot. There is a dispensary on Fremont. That's a question I've gotten, but no, there's certain places you're allowed to smoke or not. I'm not going to look up all that info. Just know there are rules in Vegas. It's just not wild and crazy. Okay, next slide. Let's skip this. I was going to show you. Well,
you guys can look up Fremont Street on your own.
Yeah.
There's just some videos here. Yeah, you guys, if you go to the Cowlazars channel, put in Fremont Street. If you go to the Masked Lady and put in Fremont Street, you'll see some videos.
Okay, this is a really cool part of Fremont. There are homeless and there are street performers, and they are confined to these circles all around Fremont Street. They are not allowed to panhandle and come to you. They must stay in the circle. This helps people that don't want to be bombarded be able to, you can walk up to the Spider-Man, but he can't walk up to you. Now they'll yell at you, come over here, come over here. You don't have to do that though. So it's really cool because there's tons of street performers. There's probably 50 of these circles, but just know, and you tip them and then they start to do whatever performance. Some of them make art.
Some of them are really fun.
Flowers.
Yeah, some of them are cool.
Yeah, some of them are super cool, but you are not required to ever pay them. If they say, this is my fee, I'll call the cops, whatever, they are allowed to only take donations. I still think you should donate to them, but just know, especially the Feather Girls, they get very aggressive and they say, you have to pay me $100 or there's blah, blah, blah. You do not need to pay anyone. I love the street performers as well. Okay, the one other thing, Fremont Street has a lot of security. A block or two off Fremont Street, no bueno. Especially if you're alone, do not venture off of Fremont Street unless you're with someone or know where you're going.
Shady characters. It depends where you're at, but yeah, you know, there's certain on a block off where the mob museum is. That's okay, but if you go a block the other way, it's not. It just depends.
Yeah. Okay. Next slide. We're going fast. We got a lot to cover.
Stay in a group. You'll be fine. What is this, K-Pro?
So 3D Bronze donates every year, or the last 2 years, he donated a box for everybody. We have some left over. He might provide some more. We don't have them yet. I'm trying to only announce the things that we have in hand, but we have a few from previous years. The invitation was last year's. Force Fen one was the year before. They're beautiful. They're 3D printed, etc. So it's awesome.
All right. Perks in Vegas. Free drink.
So, yes, drinks are free if you're gambling. Know that they call it the green light. You can't sit down at a poker slot at a bar and say, give me a free drink. You have to play for a little bit and you have a light that turns green. It's usually 4 or 5 spins in a 5-minute period. And then you get free drinks. The other really cool thing about Vegas in Fremont is they have an ABC store, a souvenir shop, and a t-shirt shop. The t-shirts are like $6. The souvenir shop, you could couple bucks for a lot of items. And ABC,
Right.
they even sell waters that are only like $2. Waters are $8 on the strip. Waters, one bottle of water is $8.
Right.
So just know you can venture out of the hotel's more expensive. And so this is where you venture out to some of these shops, and ABC, alcohol beverage control. It's where you get your alcohol. So don't buy it at the gift shop. The gift shop will be $50 for a small bottle of vodka, and it'll only be $15 at the ABC store.
All right, let's get to the good stuff. Oh, another donation. Look
Another
at that.
donation. These
Great.
are, I'm not going to do it justice. Mike, over to you. What are these?
Arrowheads. They're arrowheads, everybody.
Thank you for the in-depth discussion on that.
That's right.
I know the person that donated it told us a lot
Yeah.
about it. I'm sorry we don't know all that good stuff, but that will be an item. Okay, we're getting to the conference. This is the 8th annual WSOF. The evolution started, when we did a fundraiser for someone in the community, and we all came together. That was the day I met Mike, and we did a poker tournament. We called it WSOF. I had Forrest sign a $100 bill, and that was the winner. And then we got in trouble. Some searcher turned us into the the New Mexico Gaming Board, and they laughed by the end of it when we talked to the detectives. And they're like, "We're looking at rings. You guys are crazy. Go move to Vegas." So that moved every event after that over to Vegas. We have been growing. We had 16 the first year, 25, 50, 75, 90, 120 was our cap last year. We were at 120. I can tell you this year of people that have signed up, and I think we're at over 130 now. About half are brand new and half are OGs.
130 tickets, guys, and we're still 116 days away, so it's gonna sell out. So if you're
and after tonight, you have to. We're going to talk after tonight.
Yeah.
You'll understand. So some people, we did this very informally at the bar. They set up tables. We actually have official tables this year, but you have to coordinate with us. We've actually purchased. And there's a lot more rules, which sucks, but I'll go into in a minute. I know I'm talking fast, but you can put me on slow later. Okay, this year's limit, 200. It was 125 yesterday. We're at 131 or 32 now, and we're 4 months out. We will give you the countdown clock. When we get to, we're allowed at 200. So at 150, at 180, at 190.
We want everybody to, if you want to go, we want you to be able to buy a ticket. That's all.
Yeah, and last year it was only 1 or 2 people, but they showed up at the door. That is legally not allowed, but I'll go over that in a second because of the contracts we signed. December 1st, if you buy in after December 1st, you're not guaranteed a swag. We're going to be telling the people that are donating items, some of the smaller businesses want to do some cute things, but why make 200 if we're only going to have 130 people there? So you have to buy in before December 1st.
Be guaranteed a bag.
Because and there's also something else before December 1st, but you'll see. So this is back in the day. I hate to say, I think this was wedding weekend.
Yeah,
this was one of the parties in our. Oh, look, that was the year we gave the Chaseopolis.
Yeah, those are boxes of Chaseopolis right there. The Thrill the Chase board game. So you can tell it was still COVID going around. So some people decided to keep the mask on, and some took them off.
And the cool part about this is this was back in the day. We got the penthouse suite. This is when Flavor Flav and Selena Williams had a party next door, and everyone could fit. I'm going to talk about why we can't do this anymore because we can't fit 200 people in our suite. So, okay, keep going.
All right. Oh, look at this donation.
So this is cool, Ma. I'm making an exception. We're announcing this up front, even though we don't have them in hand, but there's a good reason why. Cool Ma got a donation from someone to the materials that she has. They're going to be like next level up. Her stuff is already amazing. I've purchased some of it. I've won some of it.
Was at the conference last year, right?
Yeah, she's donated, I think, for 2 years now.
Right.
And but she wants to know which designs you guys like the best. And that would be, so we're going to set up a spot on Discord, and you guys can say like which, I'm going to let her lead it, but we're going to set something up. We don't have these yet, but she comes every year. It'll be great.
She's kind of letting people vote to know what to use. Is that like the highest vote to get whatever? And then these will be prizes where you can use the raffle tickets, etc. Right? Is that the deal? And maybe she wants to sell some. I mean, she could have a table. I don't know. We'll have to talk to her and find out.
If you want, Kuma, if you want a table, we need to coordinate. But why not? I mean, I know a lot of people wanted. Yeah. Okay. So 1 through 6, Santa Fe, we already said that. 2 through 6 really was the evolution of, it was a poker game, and then it turned into trips. We actually took trips and rented party buses to go to Fremont Street, and then people started donating prizes. And then really the last 2 years, we tried to informally meet at bars, and our group had gotten so big, security got involved and is like, stop, like you have to coordinate with us. So last year, next slide, we had 2 major things happen. The benefactor, which was Andrew, he opened himself up and he said he's known as Mr. AK. He actually donated and we were able to make discount tickets, open bar, open food. We were in a restaurant. Well, the restaurant, it became very clear very quickly. We hit capacity like boom. Mass Lady changed our world as well. She did a full catered event, open bar, full staff, and she's continuing that tradition. She's kind of a part of things now. And then that was the first formal conference. We had 15 speakers. We had a formal costume contest. People had dressed up before, but we actually had prizes and all of that. So, and then originators brought us special messages, gave hints out during the con. It was pretty cool. Okay, next slide. So this year, 8 will be great. What's new this year? For those of you that haven't come in previous years, or if you have, we have discounted room blocks for all of our events that we have planned. So it'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. You must register. Okay. So we had a couple people come to the door and they just like, yeah, I showed up. We were able to kind of not tell the venue and we kind of just rolled with it. It is formal this year. We have signed a contract. The contract had a lot to it.
We're pretty sure we're going to sell out also. So
I think we're going to sell out. So get your tickets, because if you come to the door, it is actually, when we talk to 3 different hotels, they're like, you can't sell tickets at the door. It's against Vegas law.
They won't let us do that for some reason. I don't know why, but you can't. So.
And there's a formal area. We have creators, vendors, and merch people that want to come, but we have only so many tables and we have to assign the tables, and we're having to communicate certain things. And it's kind of weird that how much they're wanting us. We're held to communicate to the vendors or people that want to sell stuff, some of the originators want to sign books when they're there. But it has to be coordinated. If you just show up and do it, we're not going to allow you to, unfortunately. There's good and bad of getting this big and formal. Okay, go ahead.
So if you want a table, you need to email seekingtreasurecon@gmail.com. Make sure you coordinate it with us ahead of time. Whether you want to sell something, whether you want to give something away, or whether you just want to sit at a table and sign autographs or whatever it is. If you just want a table for your stuff, we gotta set that up. Okay. We're happy to do it. You just have to let us know ahead of time. Give us enough time.
Look at Cool Ma's. I didn't know if you wanted that public or not. So Cool Ma's donor was Tommy Bowie. And he contributed, or he or she contributed to getting like more precious items and silver and all of that. So it's pretty cool. Okay. And the pre-party was at Hillary and Tree's home. They now have moved to a different part of the valley, so it would have taken a longer time. She's getting food and drinks and all that good stuff at the bar. We're not going to be exclusive only at the bar. She hasn't, it's at the Sand Dollar, but the pre-party now has moved to the event. So it's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we have events more than you can see.
Okay, more info on that as we get closer, and there'll be a whole program where you guys will know the times and places and everything, right?
Yes. So no, I have that coming up. So, okay, what will be new this year? We had people like Candy did it one year. There was a few people, and every year we would give out little poker. She would give something to everybody who was there. We had so many people donate to that. We even had someone make these bags and donate them to us. There is your swag bag.
That is the bag.
That is the bag. So
breaking news, everybody.
So you're going to see there's a variety of items. If you would, I know some people might want to tell us what they're doing. I would love it if they would consider, and almost all are. If you ask us, we can tell you what's happening otherwise, so it doesn't conflict and it doesn't make issues, because this is best for the overall community. And I'm going to give you an example. I had 2 people come and say, I want to donate a coffee mug. And I'll use this as the example. Well, one of them had already been coordinating with us for a while. So I said to the other person, you can do a coffee mug, but there's already one in there. Or you can do 2 coffee mugs? And they're like, oh no problem. What else do you have in mind? And I gave them some ideas. Right now we have quite a few items coming in, and this goes for events. This goes for, if you coordinate with us, we can make it better for the whole. But if you are dead set on whatever you're doing and it conflicts and makes issues, we've had issues every year, and that's good. But also, it's not issues. You can never have too many coffee mugs. So there you go. We did hire a videographer this year. We got a lot of crap last year. We tried last year to set up the thing, and then the sound didn't work. We've actually hired a videographer and staff to kind of help with the bottlenecks and things. The general agenda is out there, but things are moving and shaking. Right now, we're planning some surprises. So some people are like, well, I want to surprise you guys, and I'm going to do this or that at the con. There's so many moving parts. It'd be great if nobody did that. It's just so hard to herd the cats. Work with us, not independently for the con.
So somebody reached out to me just 2 days ago and said, hey, there's no more discounted rooms. And you go to the website, it wasn't available. So contacted them. The discounted rooms are now available. So at the plaza, if you use the link that's on the website, you can get a discounted room for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. You don't have to book all 3 nights. You can book 1, 2, or 3, but the discounted rooms are back. And yeah, so I didn't realize that they had run out. So there it is.
And if you're even thinking about coming, wait till the end when thousands of dollars is going to be thrown in. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Spoiler alert. All right. All right. Oh, there's Chaseopoly, the Thrill of the Chase board game, everybody.
There will be a Chaseopoly there. There's a custom doodle. There's that Forrest actually made. It's sealed. The only thing I'll tell you, you have to really think about the items that you want if you have to ship them or have them.
Yeah, it's got to fit in your suitcase. That's all. It's the size of a Monopoly board. Think of a Monopoly board like sealed in plastic. That's the same size. It should fit in a standard suitcase, I would think. Right?
It's just a little bit over, I think, unless you put it sideways or whatever. So
yeah, you can book any days you want at the plaza, but the discount link that's on the website only allows you to book Thursday, Friday, Saturday night.
Right. Our events are Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. Everything that's been coordinated with us that's why we got those nights.
And the other thing is, and we'll go over this when we get closer, but when you check in, there's the hotel that's on the Fremont Street side and the hotel that's in the back of the hotel rooms that are on the back side of the hotel. And they're like, the noise from Fremont Street can be a little loud till midnight or 1 a.m. So you may want to tell them, book me in the back. But again, we'll go over that kind of stuff. And so when you guys buy a ticket, that email that is submitted is what I'm using for official communication. So I know somebody was like, oh, my husband bought the ticket, so I'm not even getting your emails. Well, you need to have him check. Or if you'd like use this email for communications, then send it to me. But I'm using the official list. It's for everybody that's bought a ticket that has the email they've used when they bought a ticket. And yeah, Chaseopoly, the Thrill Chase board game. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, we're hoping to go live. We usually go live as we're starting up. There's going to be a few, let's just say, surprises. And I want to kind of capture those live if we can. We won't, but we do have a videographer Friday and Saturday. Not on Thursday, but on Friday and Saturday. And we'll probably do some with our phone. But yeah, we're working on that. The bird is not here tonight, guys, but he is here in spirit, and you'll see that in a second.
Who's sleeping in Fremont? Who's sleeping in Vegas anyway for 3 days? We're going to be up all night, right?
That's true. That's true. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. If you have come to a previous WSOF or con this year, between Andrew and Hillary, they took it to a whole next level last year. Between all of you, we've taken it to a whole nother level this year. Mm-hmm. So all donations, like that was one of the things. Thomas Trojan said, Mike, I'm giving this like huge silver dragon away. You'll see it in one of the slides, but you can't take it because it's Dungeons and Dragons.
Thomas Thornton. Is that what you said?
Thomas Thornton. I thought it was, I know we know his name. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. I went by his handle.
Thomas for the dragon.
Thomas. I went by his handle, not his name.
Oh,
anyway,
all right.
So all donations you need to have a ticket by December 1st, or you will not get some of them. And unfortunately, like I said before, there's no planned personal suite experience. We believe we either invite everyone or no one. And the suite only holds about 40, 50 people, and that's packed. So there's no way we could get 200 up. So I know a lot of the late night poker games and those sorts of things happen. We can't do that this year because we want to be inclusive to all.
Then Carla, you need to email me, cowlazars@gmail.com, so I can verify that I have your email, that you're saying you haven't got an email. So yeah, anybody
And
out
check
there
your
that's
scam.
like, make sure I'm on the list, just email me. I'll make sure you're on the list. Yeah, Tommy Trojan or Thomas Thornton works. See, there he is.
Okay.
He's in the chat.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay, some of you have been asking about VIPs. Here's what happened. Like, that's why there's so many things to coordinate, and one little thing can change a lot. We actually, when we signed the contract, if we didn't sell 30 rooms or 40 rooms or have people book the 30 or 40 rooms, Mike and I had to pay like $7,000 or $9,000.
But we paid for all that. Yeah, yeah. The rooms were paid whether you guys booked them or not. We had to put up the money for that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Or
so we came
promised
up
to. Yeah.
we came up with this creative idea of no extra cost to you, but if you stay at the plaza, to eliminate our risk, we made VIPs. It sold out within like a day or two, which is great because it limited our risk, and we thank you. This is not exclusive, it's just special. So
Yeah.
you're going to have some enhanced swag, you're going to have
As a
VIP
thank you.
seating at the
Yeah,
con
that's-
as a thank you. Additional raffle tickets, some surprises and things. But if you didn't get in this year, this was we want your feedback later about what did you think of it? Maybe we can do it in future years and maybe do it differently. Maybe. But that was the reason behind it. We've just had so much risk, and gosh, you guys delivered. I was so blessed. That next day I went, okay, Mike, we're not going to have to like sell our car. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, go.
Lessons learned. Don't
Previous
drink.
years, lessons learned. You
Don't
may
drink
have
those drinks.
reserved.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, what?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You may have reserved your room with a debit card, but they only take a small deposit. When you get to Vegas, you are required to either have a debit or credit card. If you have a debit card, they charge most of the hotels, it's $50 a night as a like, so 3 nights they're gonna take $150 out of your account. Several people have run into problems because their debit cards don't clear, and they come to various people and ask them, can you help? And it's happened every year. I want you to know up front, if you're using a debit card and you don't have the funds, you might be in a very bad situation.
You can't just bring cash. Vegas won't do that.
Exactly.
You have to have a card on file in case you trash the room or you do something crazy. They need to have something to charge you in case you skip town. So you need a credit card, you need a debit card. The debit card's got to have money available for them to do the deposit, and then you get the money back, but it can take, a couple days later type thing.
Yeah, I like how Sneaky puts it. Everyone's a VIP. Just some are a little bit higher VIP just this year for a good reason. Okay, drama, 99. We've been doing it 8 years. There's been 1 or 2 little things. Greatest part about Vegas is security's there. We've never had to call security. But if you have issues with anyone, there's 200 people. Go somewhere different. I will say, and I'm apologizing up front, I know that some people are like, but I want to do this or I want to do that. And we have contracts in place. So there's more rules than ever. And it's not purposeful of me saying no, or do you understand that might change this? Like the discount code. Oh, I want to do something on an additional day. There's a lot of unintended consequences when it's just, this is what we're doing. So I apologize for being more rigid than ever, but there's so many moving parts. And then every year, Vegas is overstimulated. Fremont Street is insane. Like, it's so loud and so much.
It's
but
fun.
also,
it is what you make out of it. But yeah.
But also, and hey, I like my drink too, guys. But understand, if you're in an overpour situation, we have had to try to get people 2 rooms. And when we were a small event, we really were able to look out for each other. When it's a larger event, just realize if you're overpoured, have a buddy, have someone that you're hanging out with so we know everyone's safe. I'll just say every year it's an issue. I know you're getting wild and crazy and loving it, but even Mike
I got hammered one year. I barely remember that night. And that was walking down Fremont Street because somebody wanted to start doing shots and I thought I could hang, but no. So I'm not doing that again.
Well, and then I'm going to tell this story just because it's funny. Mike goes into the men's bathroom and he doesn't come out. So I find our buddy and I'm like, can you go in there? I don't want to go into the bathroom. And Mike had, he was at the urinal and he just decided to put his head down. I don't remember that. You don't remember it, but Mike, we got you back in the party bus. It was
a blur. Awesome. It was a blur. Yeah. All right.
So unofficial podcast.
So drink, have fun, but yeah.
Yeah. So
Just being with people, staying in the group, like we have these planned activities. Everybody stays together. We'll be fine. We'll help each other out. If we got to help people back to their room, then that's what we can do, or whatever. But if you go off on your own, is where you gotta, just be careful.
Yeah, definitely don't go off on your own. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it's 8 a.m. in the morning.
Okay. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Pookizilla, she's in the chat. Pookizilla, big thank you. She's donating one of these in every swag bag, everybody.
Every single swag. These are about, I'd say, this big.
Yeah.
And they have a compass in them. And this huge box came. It was like 3 by 4. It was Pookizilla has gone like you're a rock star.
She is.
But look at these. Aren't these the cutest things? Every single person gets one. She's like, well, if there's not 200, I'm sending you 200. She sent us 200.
Right.
Insane in the membrane.
Yeah, it's real. The swag bags are really going to be cool. There's a couple surprises there, I think, that we're going to be doing. It's going to be a lot of fun. And thank you to all of you who supplied most of it. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
And then here is the agenda as of right now.
Okay, we do have one big red mark, but okay, so here's the deal. Thursday at 6 at the Sand Dollar, Hillary has moved her pre-party that was at her home to the Sand Dollar.
Which is at the plaza.
We will have a roped off area, food and drink provided, informal fun. It's like our pre-kickoff, but it's official. She's done it 2 years in a row. That makes it official. It's there forever. She is amazing giving that much. I mean, I can only imagine bar bills and catering bills and all that. And this year it's at there. It's awesome. So we don't know when it'll go to, but this is like, if you're going to come out a little early, make it for that Thursday event.
Might have to hit some slot machines that night. Who knows where we're going to end up?
Okay.
Stable? Anybody? We'll see.
Then Friday from 5 to 7:30, we're going to the carousel. We're going to have our own dedicated waiter, bless his or her heart. And we may be able to get some specialty drinks, like a Rusty Nail or a Posy Punch. We're working on that right now. But at the carousel, if it's just outside, and it's that carousel. It looks like a carousel, and it only holds about 100 people. So we're gonna be
outside. It's an actual carousel outside in front of Fremont Street, in front of the plaza. How about Cowlazars colada, K-Pro?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
I'll take a Bud Light.
Right.
Okay, but here's the cool part. We are going to have some icebreakers, maybe for some prizes. This is where the costume contest is happening. So you're going to come as your favorite treasure hunter or tribute to a treasure hunt.
Could be from books, from movies, somebody one of the real treasure hunters, anything you want, really. It's open, but treasure hunter's the theme. And we're going to have a contest, and whoever gets the most votes is going to win some cool prizes.
Okay, and then right in the middle of this, at 6:15, I'm just going to say there's a surprise. You should be, if you're going to go to this event, you can be a little late. Don't be later than 6:15. At 6:15, we have a huge surprise, and I'm going to be so good, I'm not going to tell anybody. See, I can keep a secret.
We'll see how that goes.
A secret. Okay. So then at 7:30 is the poker tournament. We're now still trying to finalize.
The poker tournament will be at 8 o'clock, technically. The 7:30 is when we walk over to the poker tournament.
It will either be at 8 or 9, depending on if we're doing it on the strip or not.
Right. But you put 7:30. I just want people.
7:30 is when. Right. I had you review this, so don't change it now.
No, I'm just saying. Go ahead.
7:30 will be when the registration will be open at wherever it is. We're still working to finalize this right now.
So hopefully the Golden Nugget, and then we will all just walk down from the carousel to the Golden Nugget, and we can all play the poker tournament in our costumes like we did last year. That'll be fun. All right, but we'll see. We're still getting that one finalized. And then Saturday, 11 to 12, yes, at the conference. It's like level 3, floor 3 at the plaza. We've got to get everybody registered, and then the people that want tables, get them set up and all that fun stuff.
Okay, so at 10:30, the vendors and merch people and people that are signing stuff get there. And 11 o'clock, the doors open. One of our biggest issues last year was we only did it 15 minutes beforehand, and there was a huge bottleneck to get people in. Now we're giving an entire hour. So come when you want. Nothing formal is going to go on between 11 and 12. It is going to be mix, mingle, get your swag back, get your seating, get all of that. So you have an entire hour to look at the different merchandise, put your tickets in for the raffle, meet and greet and all of that. So 12 o'clock is the kickoff for the 8th annual Treasure Con. We already have right now a little bit over 15 speakers. There's a little bit of moving and shaking, but all the panels are put together. all the requests. We have gone back and forth with people, and some people are doing panels, some are individual, etc. Like last year, but there's a little bit of some exciting things. We'll go into that in a little bit. We will have the awards. So the one thing we're not going to do is at the previous year, like the WSOF poker tournament, we won't give prizes then and there. We will wait for the con, and that's when we will announce it. And then, so that ends at 5. At 6 o'clock for the rest of the night, we have a restaurant. It's a restaurant bar. It's called Hammered Harry's. If you have ever been to a Dick's, where they're basically jerks to you, they have rebranded their name. They're now called Hammered Harry's. They need you to know this is that's their shtick.
That's their thing. They're not going to stop doing it because we're there. They're going to make fun of us, but that in a good way, not.
They made fun of us. They called us weirdos and stupid treasure hunters. Are you guys insane?
Yeah.
But the cool part is they have $5 margaritas. They have a full food. They have reserved the side that has a pool table. They have life-size Connect 4. They have life-size Jenga. They have video, like the old Pac-Man games and all that. Chad Bird would love it. They have all of that. So, but they want you to know, like some people get offended. That's their job, is to offend you.
Right.
So we will have that. That's the after party. There's going to be some surprises there, but we're working on them. We're still over 100 days out, and people have been anxious. I wanted to get this out so people knew officially, okay, here's what we got. Okay.
There's a lot more of us than them. We'll just make fun of them back. That's all.
Exactly.
Oh, look at that. 1 ounce, 0.999 silver coin donated to the conference. We'll be giving these away. Pretty awesome. Thank you.
I can't believe it. Believe it. It
cool.
Is so good. That's silver. That's real silver. And it says treasure hunter. If you have one of those, you're officially a treasure hunter.
Today's the day. Yeah, that was awesome. We were like, you want to donate silver coins? You mean real silver coins? We're like, of course. Yeah. So we'll have those. We'll give those away in some way, shape, or form.
And I'm just going to say, not all of them have been pictured. There's a lot. So please. I can't believe you guys. You guys are just freaking awesome. Okay. Everyone
get down to it.
Okay. Chad Bird. You guys know Chad Bird. There's a picture of Chad Bird right on the screen. Chad wanted to contribute to the con. So he said, well, actually, he has asked someone to develop something with a $2,000 prize because it is expensive to come to Vegas. So this is it's a special treasure hunt. We were going to do it at the event, but then some other things happened. So we needed to adjust quickly, even though we've been talking and all that. So here's what came up. Here's the plan. We're launching it or discussing it today, even though it's going to launch. Special treasure hunt for anyone that has a ticket or a ticket before December 1st.
Right.
And the winner gets $2,000.
$2,000. That pays for your trip, everybody, or a little reimbursement, or however you want to look at it. $2,000 is $2,000. Thanks, Chad Bird. That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's launching 10/10 at 10 o'clock. See, 10/10/10/10
That's
Eastern.
This Friday, the treasure hunt launches. Remember, you're only eligible to win if you buy a ticket to the conference. So the thing was, we wanted to do a treasure hunt at the conference, but there's not enough time. How do you do that when we're busy Friday and we're busy Thursday and we're busy Friday, we're busy Saturday? So we thought, let's do it before the conference. And that way somebody has the money before they even come out. So that's why we're doing it this way. If anybody's wondering, like, what's going on.
And it kind of evolved too. We had some pockets of time, but then other people wanted to do, and so everything kept adjusting. And then we just thought, this is it. And I can tell you, when it comes to, if you stay at our hotel with the pricing that we have, plus some food, plus the transportation, that $2,000 should more than cover. So then you can do some of the extras, like buy some stuff at the con and go and gamble. This should be more than just wait, obsessed Jared.
Yes.
And
wait, what? Sorry.
Michael.
What? Okay.
We have more. And then we have a special guest. So let's
a lot of details here.
Keep on the tracks.
So the treasure hunt is free. It's free to everybody who's purchased a ticket or will purchase a ticket between now and December 1st. Okay. If it's over by December 1st, well, then you just missed out. So as soon as you buy a ticket, you will get admitted into this treasure hunt if you don't already have a ticket. And that's why it's important that you check your email that you used to register for the tickets, because that's the email where you're going to be notified on Friday when it launches.
the person that is putting on the hunt, obviously, and Mike and I are ineligible. So
right.
we're not going to be, But if you're local, you're still eligible. If you bought a ticket, that $2,000 is just going to go a little bit more towards other expenses. So no one is ineligible that has bought a ticket. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead. Next slide.
So we're going to give you, it is a website, everybody. This is a website virtual armchair treasure hunt. And this is a sneak peek. Check it out. I mean, the website, we're going to show you the website here in a minute. It's really cool. Somebody has gone all out in designing this website. It's really awesome.
So these are just a sneak peek. Then we're going to go to the website. We're going to have the creator on. And then, there's some cool animation, things I don't know how to do. And we were going to ask for, who do you guys think? Okay. Okay, next slide.
Okay. And our special guest will be here momentarily. Yeah, really cool. Big thank you to Chad Bird. Big thank you to the special guest who's about to join us right now to tell us how all this is going to work, because they're the ones who set this up. And it's breaking news.
I didn't hear that. Just let you know.
You didn't hear what?
So the dun 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 dun. I think the beginning of it. And then,
it's Zoom.
It's Zoom. Yeah. Okay. So in general, it'll launch once Indy gets in here. I'll let her kind of take over and talk about it. So it launches 10/10 and it goes until the end of the year, because you need to know whether you need to budget or not. So there'll be hints given along the way if people aren't making progress. But this will be. It's developed. I'll say it's in Indy's. She's explained some of it to me, and I just went, oh my gosh, if you know her, she's
here.
Allegory and and
in the shadow.
oh yeah.
And she's here.
For though he wove his love a masterpiece so grand,
Going to tell us about this song.
Destiny was lost from Ethel's golden sand. Now the necklace gleams, a marvel to behold, a tale of love and longing, centuries old.
So I think this is a little bit of a turn it down a little bit, Mike, so I can talk over it. I think there might be something in the lyrics, guys. So it's interactive. There's a website that you interact with. There's music that you listen to. There's animation. Now, some of you have already seen that she's been working on the site for the last few days. And they're like, wait, it's already live? What's going on? Does that give someone an advantage? Nothing is there that shouldn't already be there. The part of the actual hunt and puzzle is not up yet. So no one has an advantage over anyone else, etc. So don't worry about that, but you get to know the person, because you got to kind of know the person. She has a lot of it already set up and put up there, which is pretty cool.
Oh, I think we got to let Indy tell us all about it. Take it away, Indy.
Oh,
hey guys.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Did you see me? It popped up.
There you are.
Right.
Okay,
That's
so
song, by the way. Okay.
Essentially, I have been on a hiatus for about 3 years for the treasure hunts that I like to launch. And as you know, I love launching hunts around Halloween. October and Halloween are my most favorite season / holidays. So I wanted to give somebody an opportunity. I was talking with Chad. We were talking about how I would build treasure hunts for people during Vegas so that they could, fund that trip. And Chad was saying, he really wanted to do that, but he's so busy. So I said, hey, if you want, I could build you a hunt. He's like, sold. And he said, full creative control. I'm funding it. Do what you want. So I decided, I wanted to make this a user experience, immersive experience built on lore, as well as teach you guys etymology, allegory, languages, as well as mythology. Because I know you guys hear me talk about it all the time, esoteric teachings and stuff. So I thought, why not make it a fun, interactive experience? And also, later on, I'm going to be cloning the Passing Tavern from the website and launching that as an app as well. So you'll have like a little indie app. So you could apply it to other treasure hunts to help you.
Can I show them the website while you're telling us about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So give you guys, and I'll give you the link too. You guys can go to the website right now. Indy can explain how this is going to work. So look at this that she did here. Look at the artwork. I mean, and also it's interactive. So this is all part of the story, right? And
Yes.
there she is with the little one. And then here's something really cool. So this is a little riddle that you guys can read that basically tell you you've got to buy a ticket in order to play and win this treasure hunt. And hey, who are those people, K-Pro?
That's us. Click on it.
And then you go down here to the bottom and it takes you to the website so you can order a ticket. So again, we want you to buy a ticket because you're coming to the conference. But I understand somebody, I guess, technically could buy a ticket just to work on this treasure hunt. I guess that's possible. I don't know.
No, the prize is presented to you at the con.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you've got to come to the conference
you've
and
gotta come.
receive the $2,000. That is going to be at the conference. So you're going to get up there with Indy, and they will go over the solution. But take it away, Indy. Go ahead.
It's also, so it's $2,000, and it's also another surprise that's going to be awarded to the winner at the conference.
Breaking news, everybody. And this is just the front page of the website. If you go here to begin the journey, you can see it does take a minute to load in because you've got so much awesome stuff. It's different chapters, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. You read the story, you put things together, and then it's kind of interactive, meaning you've got to figure some things out, right, Indy?
Yes. And if you could, Mike, can you please go to the Passing Tavern?
Which is here.
Yes.
Passing Tavern. Here we go. The Passing Tavern.
So can you do me a favor and go down to mythology real fast and type in, let's say, the Fates.
The Fates. Okay. Unlock. And it gives you
So I designed this website and this treasure hunt to be fully accessible and solvable on the website alone, also the app as well. So everything you need to solve it is going to be in the Passing Tavern and through the website. So anytime you have to figure something out, translate, decipher, this tool in the Passing Tavern is meant for you. So you can choose etymology, you could choose allegory, you could choose languages, and you could choose mythology. It's all developed all for you guys.
Okay. All right. Hang on. All right. What do we okay, there we go. Yeah, there's a lot to this website you guys got to explore. I will give you the link right now. You can play around. Explain to them of what happens between now and Friday, Indy.
So between right now and Friday, I'm allowing you guys to explore and immerse yourself in the website so that I can see how you guys are enjoying it, what you like, what you don't like, what you're experiencing via glitches on your mobile versus, on PC. Again, there should be a bar that pops up that allows you to either save this on your homepage or download it on your mobile app. So I just want to make sure everyone's really enjoying it before I officially launch it. Obviously, I'm building the puzzle and I'm adding, the rules and stuff to it. But for the most part, this is the lore. Immerse yourself in it. Let me know what you love, what you don't love.
And then what happens on Friday? It will become the website.
Password protected.
So the website will be password protected, everybody, meaning when you buy a ticket to the conference, that's when you get a password to the website. And the website will change then where you actually have to put in some answers in order to win the hunt, right?
Exactly. So I will tell people, I know that normally I don't do ciphers, but I had to entertain some of you, just like you, Mike. I know you're a huge fan of ciphers and codes. So there will be a cipher that you get to play with. There's going to be languages. There's going to be allegory. Everything you need is going to be on that website for you. So it's not only going to teach you things, it's also going to help you with other treasure hunts, I believe. I think this is a great blueprint to help you with, let's say, BTME maybe, or BARDS, or even TTI.
Okay.
So I really hope people enjoy this lesson and this journey.
So the hunt starts this Friday. When does it end?
It ends at the stroke of midnight on New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. So just about 10 weeks, everybody. This thing's going to last 10 weeks. And you're confident there will be a winner by the end of this, right?
Yes. I'm going to be releasing hints and clues throughout, guaranteeing that there will be somebody that wins. It's not going to be a rollover or anything. The whole point is to get someone to Vegas and have them, either be financially reimbursed or they have that spending money. They get that chance, airfare, hotel, food, things like that. So it's $2,000. And Chad is amazing for doing that. And he also collaborated with me on another surprise that's, again, going to be presented to the winner. And if you guys have a keen eye and attention to detail, I think you might be able to figure out what that surprise is.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So, because we wanted to do it for those that are coming to the conference, we just couldn't figure out a way to do it in person at the conference because it would take time away from everything. So, I think Indy came up with the awesome idea of doing a website for the people that are going and then presenting the winner with the prize at the conference. And then you'll go over the solution for everybody as well, right? At the conference. At the conference.
So I will be giving the solution away along with the winner if they choose to do so. Presenting the winner with the surprise, plus we'll have the $2,000 check. Okay. And, it's just gonna be an awesome experience for everybody.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
Okay, so there's a little confusion because Laurel said, I already bought my ticket. What does that mean for me?
Anyone have to buy another one. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Go ahead, K-Pro. Go ahead.
If you've already bought a ticket, you're already on the list. You'll already get your password. If you have been deciding whether you want to go or not, this might just push you over and go, I might be able to, because if you don't have, if you're not on the list, you can't win. So you can't buy a ticket after the fact. You need to buy a ticket and then you will officially become a part by December 1st at the latest. Everything's going to go dark as of Friday, and only the people that are working on it or that have a ticket and they get the password in when it actually goes live. So, and if you've already budgeted and then you just get handed $2,000, Vegas will take you to some of the high roller areas.
Yeah. Okay. So what we said was on Friday, everybody who has purchased a ticket will get an email at 10 p.m. Eastern, right? 10 p.m. Eastern on 10/10/10. Get it? October 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Eastern, that's 7 p.m. Pacific. You will get an email to the email that was used to purchase the tickets. Everybody who's purchased a ticket will get it. Everybody who purchases a ticket between now and then will get the password to the website. You go to the website, you solve it. Maybe it'll be solved in an hour. Indy, we just don't know. Me and Capri do not know the solution, by the way. This is all Indy in her brain and what she set up. So good luck. Good luck, everybody. It's a free treasure hunt, but you do have to come to the con by purchasing a ticket.
So Shelly asked the question, where will hints be released? We have on our Discord, we're going to set up a subcategory specifically for this hunt, and on our YouTube is where it will always be. And then, of course, it can go out to the Facebooks and the other anywhere else as well, but that's where it's going to be guaranteed to be.
Well, I'm also going to have, I haven't built it yet, but I'm going to, when it launches, it's going to be a special tab on the website that has an entire, list of all the clues that have been released and things like that. Because again, regardless of what's happening, there's going to be a $2,000 winner at the stroke of midnight on New Year's Eve.
One winner. Now, are you announcing the winner or will that be a surprise at the conference? How do you want
going to be a surprise.
All right. Or somebody could win before. It could be over before New Year's Eve. You'll announce to everybody when there's a winner, and then they'll find out the winner and the solution at the conference. Do I have that right?
Yeah, if the winner wants people to know beforehand that they're the winner, that's totally fine. But the solution we're gonna save for the conference.
Okay.
Okay, and one question, because I know the answer. Indy, Chad must be paying you tens of thousands of dollars. You put in all this time and gave all these tens of millions of dollars to Capro and Cow. How much, I know how much time you've put in. How much is Chad paying you to do this?
So Chad paid me $500, literally $500, and he knows because I have a newborn baby and I have to get formula.
Yeah.
So he paid me $500, and he funded essentially everything I would need for building this. So the special surprise, I sent him a link saying this is what we need to get. This is the core part of what I'm trying to do, and obviously I've used 10 different types of formats and different tools to create what I did for you guys. This is all me. I didn't pay or hire anybody. This is all me with a newborn. I've been working so hard for you guys. So I really hope you guys enjoy it.
I mean,
well, and if you divide that out, that's about $1 an hour. So it's not anything this isn't the money-making piece. This is genuinely just moving ahead with a really special idea.
And I'm not a web programmer at all, but just to do, just to do what you did with the illustrations, it just seems awesome. Like, I don't know how you animated it like that, or maybe, maybe it's not that hard, but the artwork itself for all this to happen. I mean, look at these. You can click on each one. I don't know. Maybe there's some clues in some of these. I have no idea.
Magic.
Like, again, me and K-Pro don't know the solution. So yeah, you really outdid yourself here, Indy. It's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. So as this continues to develop, this is like one of the big things. We're going to be rolling out some other stuff as we go. This one's, I will say, bigger than anything else that we've had. But thank you. Thanks for being so flexible. I know we had different ideas and we were going back and forth. All of a sudden, I got an email from Chad that said, Indy's going to contact you about the con, something that we've been talking about. Yeah. And then Indy, about 10 minutes later, said, hey, can you talk about the con? And I thought, what are you guys doing? But it was awesome. We developed ideas. Actually, it went totally away from where we started. And
hey, I'm still going to do that one. It's just not going to be till next year because that thing's going to take me like 6 months to pull off.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
This one took me about like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just 2 weeks. Wow. That's great. Okay. Okay, what else? Thank you, everybody who's donated to the conference. Thank you to Chad Bird, obviously, because he's doing something awesome. There'll be one winner, $2,000 American. I guess there'll be a check or whatever at the conference, or maybe it'll be one of those big fake checks. We'll figure that part out. Indy is running it. Any hints will be emailed to everybody that's on the list. Remember, this is a virtual treasure hunt for con attendees. That's why
you don't have to go boots on the ground.
You do not have to go boots on the ground. Totally armchair. You're submitting answers through the website. Is that, or email or whatever it ends up being, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And it's that's why the website will go password protected on Friday, because when you buy the ticket, let's say you're like, well, I want to buy a ticket, but I can't do it till next month or next payday. Whenever you buy the ticket, as long as it's before December 1st, you will get emailed the password when you buy the ticket. Okay.
And Mike, can you do me one more favor?
Yeah.
Can you play that last part of the clip that I sent over to you? Because it's super important for everybody playing.
It could be a hint. All right, let me find it real quick. The last.
You guys might want to listen.
All right, let me find this. What would you say about the last minute?
Yeah, if you still have it paused, you could just play where it was paused.
No, it's not. Okay, here we go. Listen up, everybody.
In Ethel's heart, a challenge now takes flight. Restore the past and banish endless night.
I don't know. Endless night kind of sounds like black and white to me. What about you?
Yeah, restore the night. Is that you singing?
Maybe.
Now, will this song be on the website as well? Will it play in the background or something?
Yeah, I'm actually going to drive everyone crazy. So I'm going to have it on the homepage where you can't get in without the password. So you're going to have to listen to that song over and over until you actually have your ticket and the password to enter the domain of the realm.
Okay. And then something we talked about is years ago, Candy was on our show to talk about another treasure hunt that she did, right?
Yeah.
The
It was the first one I ever did.
You want me to share that link just so people can watch it if they want to? You think it might be helpful, maybe?
Yeah, like when we had the interview with Justin from years back. We've had other videos of Justin before he was an originator. You gotta know the originator. So this will give you a glimpse into the past. Before she knew she was doing this one, I think there's some parallels, most likely.
Well, everyone who's worked on my treasure hunts before, especially the big ones, know that the Passing Tavern always is there. It's like its own wrinkle in time, if you want to pay attention to that.
That's cool.
Again, everyone, when they hear me in Speakeasy, they hear me talk about allegory, etymology, mythology, languages. That is what you need to know most of all. So I provide you with those tools on the website itself. You don't have to go outside of the website to solve this.
And if anybody wants a private Zoom on this hunt, I guess I could just facilitate that. You guys let me know, or let.
Well, and we're hitting the hour mark. So here's what we're going to do. A lot of you have noticed that Mike and I have been a little busy the last few weeks. I've gotten so many messages. Can you just host one And so here's what we're going to commit to: one speakeasy a week on Cowlazars Discord. We'll go an hour. This week it's going to be tonight. We may do some more. We know a lot of you want to talk about certain content and get more dialogue. Like, we can only do so much here of looking in chat. We can get a lot more dialogue, and you guys just ask and ask and ask. And I've been saying, guys, I had some things going on personally. That's why I've kind of dipped for a little bit. Still working YouTube, still popping into Discord, but not in the speakeasy. So Mike and I and Candy will be in speakeasy. I can only commit to an hour because we have soccer, dinner, lots of other stuff going on. But we will do that tonight. And it's up to any questions because we have 3 PowerPoints on Thursday. There's been tons happening. I've been keeping an eye on stuff. I've been keeping the PowerPoints going until we can get them out on YouTube. So we can discuss that tonight in the speakeasy. Mike, if you'll put our Discord link, you can come in and join. You don't have to talk. There's usually a few talkers and a lot of listeners, which is awesome, but you can ask questions, etc. So we will be there momentarily.
Well, I have one more thing to add, just because, I don't want to leave everybody in purgatorial squander. There, you may or may not have seen, when you click on the card in the Passing Tavern, a poem pop up. And I know how you guys are, so I made it where you can actually print it out, PDF it, print it out, do whatever the heck you want with it. It may or may not be the beginning of the start of your game. So if you guys want to work on that, you might want to do that, because it might be helpful for you starting Friday at 10 p.m.
Eastern.
Okay.
So I will put the link to the website on the Discord. I'll put a link to the website. I'll put a link to the old interview that we did with Candy for her Fables treasure hunt, if anybody wants to watch that. And yeah, you guys can discuss it there if you want. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So thanks, Indy. This is really awesome. And thanks, Chad Bird's doing a lot for the community. So that's good stuff. And thank all of you for coming to the conference, because you're the ones that's making it what it is. So
yeah, and here's the other thing I wanted to say, and I swear it's the last one. Some people are like, I can only donate something small. I'm seeing all these big gifts, and I kind of feel weird about it. No, every little thing, every big thing, and whatever is your thing. We have someone that owns a lotion and oil company, and she's like, what do you think? And I was like, this is cool, and this is cool, and this is cool. And, whatever is your kind of niche, your thing, that's what if you want to contribute, you also don't have to. Maybe this year isn't the right year, but next year you can. And so whatever works for you, and we're blessed on getting anything, because the more even littler things, we can do little other contests and things. And we have those in store, especially the kickoff and other things all through the weekend. We've never gotten so much stuff, and all of it is going to be going back to all of you.
Okay. Anything else, Indy? Any final thoughts?
Just that everyone who's watching this and they're, on the cusp of, should I go to Vegas? Should I not go to Vegas? Oh, I don't want to go because everything's too clicky. It's not. I promise you, I have heard so many, people talking speakeasy saying like, well, I would have, but, I just don't think I'd fit in with you guys. No, you will. Trust me. When it comes to Vegas, it's not clubs. It's not that annoying crap. It's not like anything like that. It's nerds gone wild. So you've got like all the fun escape rooms. You have like everyone hanging out, talking to each other, dressing up in costumes, like just like what Christy said the other day. If you see somebody in the corner that's like not talking, we will come to you and be like, hey, would you like to come talk to this group? And we got like icebreaker questions. So it's totally like meant for everybody to get along and experience, even if you are introvert. I'm an introvert. But when you're around groups like us, there is no way you won't have fun. We're like infectious, and you really should entertain going.
Yeah, and here's what somebody did. They're like, I don't know anybody. I said, tell me 3 things about yourself. They're like, I have 3 kids. I'm from Minnesota, and something else they said. And I just remember, oh, they're a runner. And I said, you need to meet Copper Dan. He's a marathon runner. He's from Minnesota, and I took him right over there. I'm not going to know everyone. Let's just say we have found a way to embed that we're going to know some stuff about you, and there might be some prizes if you're willing to share and talk and do those sorts of things.
I still want to do the videos. I want everybody to submit a little 1 minute video of themselves before the conference where we can go live and show it so people know their names and could put a face to the name before we even get to the conference. So that's voluntary. We'll go over that as we get to January, but that's voluntary, of course.
Yeah.
It's almost like the island of misfit toys, isn't it?
Yeah.
Train with square wheels.
But some people, and I can tell you both Susie Fenhaven and myself on, I think 2 different years, or it might have been the same year. Sometimes it's okay also to say when you get a little over, there's a lot on Fremont Street. It's loud. It gets a little crazy. I had to literally in my wedding dress go in the back suite, and I shut the door and I spent an hour or maybe a half an hour, and I just decompressed because I'm not an introvert, and I was talking to every single person and it was too much for me. But everybody knew everybody by that time. Maybe we'll ask you what's your favorite drink, and we'll find you to somebody else's favorite drink.
I rolled up and I got you this massive drink on a chain, and we got tacos.
It was a 6-foot around the.
Yeah.
Indy was a bad influence that year. I don't know. I remember most of it.
Okay. All right, everybody. That's it. Treasure Hunt 4 con attendees, virtual treasure hunt, 2K, 1 winner. Pretty awesome. I don't think we can get much better than that. And yeah, we definitely wanted it to end before the con. That way you have the money if you need it when you're out here, that kind of thing. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and thank you, Indy. I know that had to be a lot of hard work, and I think you have a lot of work to do between now and Friday. So
I do.
Remember, no personal hints, but maybe what you should do is a recap every week, like Chad Bird, because you're going to talk to people in Discord. I mean, that's normal. They're going to ask you questions about the website, so maybe you could do like a summary. And like you said, all the hints and everything should be on the website at some point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any hint or clue that you give out officially. And if you tell me, I'll email everybody on the list as well.
I'll make sure it's like, come on, you know me. I make sure everything is like structured, and there's going to be no like insider hints, nothing like that. Okay. You don't need to take me out on a date to win this thing, okay? You're good.
That's why we had to do it before the conference. We don't want Indy getting drunk at the conference. And the other thing is, if you buy a ticket between now and December 1, you will get the password to the website, but it's not instantaneous. It's not like you pay for it and you get an auto email. I'm emailing it to you from Seeking Treasure Con. Give me a little bit of time, especially if you buy a ticket in the middle of the night. And also email me. Email Cowlazars, say, hey, I just bought a ticket. Give me this password.
And then email me and tell me to email Mike and text Mike. And then also I'll tell DPro, and DPro, just kidding.
All right.
Wait, what happens if the tickets sell out? Did you guys say that you have like a waiting list or something?
Yeah, we don't. Well, we'll see where we're at. But if we hit 200, we basically, for us to be cost neutral, need to have at least another 50 to get the space comes in 100 blocks. So we would need to have at least 50, 75. I haven't done all the math.
Opened it up to another 100. Yeah.
To open it up for another 100. So we'll start taking a waiting list, because if we get 205, we're not going to buy another 100 space for 5 people. But if we got 50 or 75 or 100, then we would buy the next bigger space. Then we'd have to get a bigger stage. It would make my head explode. So just buy now, guys. Just buy now, and then we don't have to wait.
And one thing we didn't even go over was the speakers. We got some awesome speakers lined up, so we'll have details on that coming up. You didn't even have that in the PowerPoint, K-Pro. You went over the stuff outside the conference, really, which is going to be a lot of fun. In and of itself, which is where all of you get to meet each other, all the treasure hunters.
Which, if you guys saw a really great video that my daughter did for us, we went over all of that. That's why that information's already out. We haven't talked about the actual speakers yet, because we said we're limiting it to an hour because we're going to Speakeasy, which we said 10 minutes ago.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody, thank Indy when you talk to her in Discord for setting this thing up. And thank Chad Bird as well. All right, we'll see you next time, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be 3 PowerPoints on Thursday, I guess.
3 PowerPoints. At least. Maybe something will develop before then.
All right. See you, everybody.